Hello, my absolutely beautiful Leo friends, and welcome to your horoscope for July of 2021, where this month, Leo, obviously we're trying something a little bit different, and I'm looking forward to your feedback. Tell me if this is helpful to you. Can you see the screen better? Can you see the chart better? Is it clear, the aspects that we're talking about? So let me know in the comment section down below. As always, I'm trying to teach and make sure that it's really a good position where you can learn, but not only learn, but get the information you came for quickly and get out and get into your life. All right, Leo. So this month is an interesting month. We've got a fair amount of energy happening through your 12th house. We've also got a full moon that's going to be happening into your 7th house, so the relationship zone. Jupiter will re-enter into your relationship zone as well. So there's a bit of movement happening on the me and the we axes, but really the stars of this month happen to be Venus and Mars, as they're going to have their conjunction, and the lovers chasing each other across the sky is such a passionate, beautiful energy. And even more important than all of that passion is that it is birthday month, right? Don't you think I forgot? I was just trying to make you wait a little bit. Happy birthday, Leo. So you get passion at birthday time, and what kind of like cosmic gift could absolutely be better. So let's get in here, Leo, and talk about what's going on as the birthday celebrations commence. Okay, so right at the beginning of the month, we've got a handful of energy we need to look over quickly. As we're coming into the month, we've got Venus and Mars, of course, in your sign, so still lots of energy happening there. But what's going to happen is that from the 1st of the month to about the 6th of the month, both Venus and Mars are going to end up having interactions with Saturn and Uranus. Now, actually, as we get to July 8th, we're going to see Venus repeating a pattern of interacting with both Saturn and Uranus that Mars already made. So when we have a pattern like that, that happens, boom, boom, trigger, boom, boom, trigger, we know that something is going on and it's being brought to your attention. So Mars will come through, trigger Saturn, trigger Uranus, and then we get to July 8th, and Venus will do the exact same thing. So we want to pay attention to what's happening to you in this particular area. What's going on for you between your 1st house, your 7th house, your 10th house, the space of relationships and career, the me and the we, as in regards to who and how we know you in the world, your reputation, what's happening in this particular area. I also feel pretty passionately about the fact that there is an area of expansion that is wildly available to you under this particular energy, but it may feel like in the beginning of the month I have to get over this hump in order to get there. Now, what comes right behind that is that we're going to end up having this new moon on the 9th in the energy of Cancer, okay? This is going to be at 18 degrees. Now, as we have the sun and the moon together, when the luminaries come together, absolutely anything is possible. And that's the brilliance of a new moon. You plant your seeds of intention in the dark, in the soil of magic, to watch something blossom. Now, it's not only in the dark in the energy of Cancer, but this is also from the space of your 12th house. Okay, so in the 12th house, we have things that are hidden. And it doesn't mean they're hidden because they're bad. It means that they are behind the scenes. The sun has been in your 12th house sector for a month, getting you ready behind the scenes to come out for birthday time. So a piece of, as I look at this, I'm thinking to myself, Leo, what in your private time in that 12th house space, it's quiet, it's behind the scenes, maybe it's a little bit hidden, maybe you've been dealing with some things that are not so known to the public, your spirituality. As you've been in this quiet time, in this quiet space over here, what has come to your attention that you do not want to take with you moving forward into your next birthday year? And what do you also want to take with you moving forward into your next birthday year? These are important questions. Mars in the 1st house gives you a lot of desire. I want to do this. I feel passionate about this. As Venus and Mars come together and they have all of that sexy energy available, it's like, I want to look and feel and be my best. I want the very best that is available. What at this new moon is called to your attention that you do not want to bring out of that 12th house, but that also you want to release? You want to 12th house, allow to transition out, bring to culmination. So this new moon, I think, is actually quite powerful, even though it's in one of the quieter houses and spaces of our lives. Now, one more thought too, this could look like, Leo, in a spiritual way, right? In a spiritual place. spiritual content. What are you ready to launch out to the world? Or do you have a secret that you're ready to launch out to the world? That could definitely be something coming out in the next 4 weeks, okay? As we continue along the month, we're going to get to the 11th and we're going to see Mercury enter into the energy of Cancer, okay? Now, this is a loaded time. It's very busy. We see Mercury as our decision maker. There's thoughts. There's all of this information rising to the surface. So we have Mercury move into the energy of Cancer. In just a couple days, we're going to see Venus and Mars come together for their official conjunction in the energy of Leo. Now, they're two different houses. I recognize that, but I do think that these energies work together because Venus and Mars coming together, you're going to want to officially put yourself out there. But Mercury's got the ideas and the plan. It's already ready. The strategy's been set from behind, and maybe you get some information from the past, or you get this connection or this opportunity that seems like it comes out of nowhere, or you have a better understanding of something that as Venus and Mars are together pushing you out there, you're able to represent it really, really well. I also feel like Mercury in the 12th house, Leo friends, if you do not feel like home is emotionally supported, if you do not mentally feel like there is safety in your home life, in your relationships, in other connections that you have to things that have previously been a part of your life, I think that Mercury will have you making some decisions about those things to transition out. So it's actually a really, really lovely energy, I think. Okay. As we get to the 21st, we're going to see Venus hopping down, getting into the energy of Virgo. Now, Venus is going to be in Virgo all the way until August 16th, okay? At the end of the month, we'll also see Mars come into the Virgo energy as well. But either way, we're also going to see when Venus gets into the energy of Virgo, this position. We begin to take this position of, I want this area to be the very best, but I have to use discernment in order to see what that is, right? Venus and Virgo is said that we love or we express love in ways that can be very critical. And I would like to challenge that just a little bit. We express love, we express our affection, we express our needs in ways that are very practical, right? In ways that ask us to turn around and look at where we maybe need improvements in this particular area. Now, Venus is not just about relationships. It's also an energy of money, and it's landing in your second house, in your earned income sector. This is phenomenal. Venus is perfectly comfortable over here, even if she's not as comfortable in the energy of Virgo. But having your income sector lit up with Venus is also a wonderfully attractive energy. Something that you've been putting out for some time may have those feelers coming back to you now, and it's looking like it's in a very profitable way. Finances can come, can be amplified, can be harmonized from this particular energy. I will say, if you do stocks or trade or anything like that, this is actually a really great placement for Venus being here. Not only does it help you with some discernment around the money trail, right? Virgo is ruled by Mercury. What's the money trail? Venus and Mercury love to work together. So this could actually be very good for you here. But if you needed to make a funnel system, if you needed to look at your savings, if you needed to write down, Virgo, an inventory of your value, that could be coming from this Venus being in Virgo placement. But whatever is happening here, remember, the evolved version of Virgo energy here is to try to make this the very best that it can be, to go over your life with a fine-tooth comb, find the details and the holes, and clear them out. But Venus will attract what you need to be able to make that happen, which is absolutely lovely. We get to the 22nd, and happy birthday is absolutely in order. So happy birthday as the sun treks down here into your sign and you begin your new solar year. Absolutely brilliant. Now, it's funny that you're not going to get your new moon until next month, but instead you're actually going to spend your birthday time getting a full moon in the energy across the street in this Aquarian placement. And this is a gorgeous way to actually start your year, because when we get a full moon, it says that something needs to be ended, acknowledged, or adjusted. We have to see it for what it is. The lights are 1,000% fully on. Now, this full moon is going to be happening at 1 degree of Aquarius, so just getting into that energy. Now, one of the things, I have a question for you. I know I talked to you a little bit in the beginning about, do you feel connected? Do you feel like there are things that needed to transition out? Do you feel supported in this particular energy? Do you feel supported in taking yourself out into the world, making these changes, making these transitions, changing your body, launching yourself forward in a different kind of way? At this full moon, I think what you have the opportunity to see are the groupings or the connections that do not support that. Maybe you need a realignment at this particular time. If you don't have a tribe behind you that is team Leo, ride or die style, this may be the energy that allows you to see that you need to disconnect from that or make an adjustment. Because Leo, if you're out there rolling on your own, that's not the nature of Leo energy. You can be on the stage and have the best performance of your life, or the best product, or the best intentions. But Leo energy needs the opposite. It needs Aquarius. You need the performer, but you also need an audience. So this could be a really big energy in that way. For some people, it is a full moon. If the relationship in your life is not supporting, does not feel like it's bringing pleasure, whether that be true or not true, this could also cause a disconnection in that particular energy. Mercury is still in the 12th house at this particular time. So if there are things that are coming out of a shadow place or coming out of secret, or if there are desires that you have and they're not being met, I think that you see yourself maybe making some moves around that at this particular full moon. Now, to add to that, we get down just a couple days on the 27th, and Mercury comes into the space of Leo just a couple days after this particular full moon. So now as Mars comes down, or excuse me, as Mercury, my goodness, comes into this space, and just a day later, we're actually going to see Jupiter taking his retrograde back into the energy of Aquarius. The Leo Aquarian axis is very, very busy at this time. So I feel like this is a call for you to take action on absolutely finishing up or adjusting what you saw at that full moon. But it's positive. I do feel like these are a positive opposition. And in an opposition of these energies, what you want to do is integrate, right? Where do you need to find the compromise between your first house and your seventh house, the me house and the relationship house? Where does there need to be a joining or a union? So as you finish off this particular month, I think you're in a wonderful position where the backdrop and the energy is quite positive, but you do need to make some decisions and take some action for yourself to put yourself out there, okay? As we get to the end of the month, we're going to see, there we go. As we get to the end of the month, we're going to see Mars dropping down into that energy of Virgo. Now, Mars in Virgo is very good because Virgo will give Mars a strategy, right? It'll pick a strategy. There's discernment. We're going to take this action in this particular area, and it's the action of improvement. So what are you doing? Especially as we're here traveling through the end of July with Mars, the movement planet, the desire, the energy, the sexy planet here. What are you doing to improve your finances? What are you doing to improve your self-esteem, your value? What are you doing to go out and market the creative skills that you have? What are you doing in this particular area? Mars will give you the discernment to see. Mars in Virgo will give you the discernment to see where you need to go. And it's a pretty potent energy. And Mars gets to go in its one direction that it likes, but it will have picked out the discernment of all of these planets. So I do not think by any stretch of the imagination that July, not just because it's birthday month, but just because of the energies in the sky, I don't think it's a boring month for you at all. There is plenty going on. I think that the struggle bus energy is in the beginning of the month, and then transition is absolutely available, okay? All right, my beautiful friends, I hope that this forecast finds you well. I look forward to hearing in the comment section down below your experience with the horoscope done this way, but also just how you're doing. How is the month going? What have you got going on for birthday time? I know I'm going to see Leo season just lit up on the socials. I love you guys. When Leo season comes around, it is like whoosh. Leos are definitely here, which I would expect 0% less. Okay. I love you guys, and I'll see you next month. Bye, everyone.